Vlogmas, day 2 of my posting, but it's December 7th. I have decided this year I'm not going to worry about if I do it daily or not. I'm just going to do it when I feel like it, because sometimes it makes me happy and sometimes I don't feel like filming at all, and the past couple of days have been like that. So today I felt like filming because I want to put up my Christmas tree. I bought this last year at Home Depot. It was on sale, and then they had like a sign up for the credit card and you get another $20 off of it. So I ended up buying it, paying the credit card when it came due, and got this like $100 Christmas tree for like $50 or $40 or $50, something like that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So this is that. So Roland's going to help because his bed's right over there, and he just woke up because I just disturbed him. So yeah, this is a 6.5 foot tree. It's pre-lit and flocked. So I'm going to see if I need, I don't remember if I needed to add any more lights to it. So it might be a pretty quickly done video. So I just need to set it up, see if the light still works, see if there's enough lights on there, and find some other ornaments that I want to put on it. So let's get started. So this tree last year replaced my, I had a Goodwill tree I bought the year I moved to Zanesville, and I only paid $5 for the tree, but it didn't have a stand. And they had it wrapped up, so there was no way for me to know that. I thought that was pretty shady. But, you know, I tried to make the do with it, so I ended up buying a Christmas tree stand at Hobby Lobby that probably cost more than the tree did. So this last year I decided, I was like, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm just going to go buy my very own tree. And here it is. I think it was pretty simple to put up. This is obviously the control box, so this must be the bottom. Yeah, this is what I ended up buying at Hobby Lobby, one of these kind of stands for the tree I had, and then the hole was too big. I had all kinds of mess with it, so that was not, it was not fun. I thought I was doing a good thing by buying it from Goodwill, but not so much. Goodwill anymore. I don't thrift there a lot because of stuff like that, and they just don't have the their prices are just horrible. There's a couple of local places that I go to that one is run by an organization for people with developmental disabilities, and then there's a couple of churches that are here in town, and a couple in other places that I like to go to. So I don't even bother with Goodwill. Sometimes Salvation Army, but they don't have one here in town doesn't have a whole lot. So pretty simple. If I remember, you just yeah, it's flocked. It's got a lot of flocking. So I'm going. This is like my side window here. I need to have enough room to get in and close my curtains, so I don't want to go completely to the window. Maybe scooch it out just a little, so I'll have room to close. I have very short, it's like I said, it's a very short house, so I have short windows and long curtains. It's like that cake song, long short skirt and long legs, or whatever. Yeah, I'm dating myself. So anyway, I need to floof all of these. I don't know if I'm going to floof all of these on camera, but if I remember correctly, it had yeah, sections that I have to find the other lights to plug them in. There it is. So mostly what I want to do is plug it in and see if everything still works. And then we'll floof later and ornament later. So first part, just getting it out of the box and set it up and see if the lights still work. I always wanted a flocked tree. My mom always got regular, just regular green Christmas trees, kind of cheapos. But I always wanted one of those really nice ones like the Hobby Lobby has. And I went to look at them at Hobby Lobby and I was like, holy cow, these are expensive. And the Home Depot had some really nice ones too that were also quite pricey. But yeah, I always wanted like one of those big, full, nice Christmas trees. Kind of one of those things I wanted to have if I ever had my own family, which I never did, so I guess that's why I never got one of those. Where is the end of this? Nope. Alright, where's the end? Can't find the end to plug this into. I also wanted one of those old, from the 60s, the silver trees from the 60s, the aluminum trees. I always thought those were cool. Even though in the Snoopy, in the Peanuts Christmas thing, they make fun of it, I kind of always wanted it. Oh, alright, forgive the continuity error. I didn't see that my TV had gone to sleep. I had this cool Christmas scene playing, this little jazz music playing behind me. I've got that on mute because I don't want to get a copyright strike for that, but yeah, I forgot that I hadn't turned that on, or turned it back on. So yeah, still looking for the end of the light. There it is. Speaking of Snoopy, or the Peanuts Christmas special, as a Gen Xer, we got a lot of those really cool Christmas specials. You know, Rudolph, Frosty, the Grinch. I mean, like you always get really excited when those came on. What were your some of your favorites? Of course, I loved the Grinch. I loved Frosty and Rudolph, Peanuts, Garfield. Any of them. There was one about a clockmaker and a mouse or something. Maybe it was Twizzle Night Before Christmas. I don't know. But there was a lot of those back in the late 70s and early 80s that got played every year on TV, and I just always look forward to those. We saw an ad, a friend of mine, we were watching, he did away with his cable, and I loaned him my old Fire Stick, and we were putting on things, and they had a Paw Patrol one on, and I was telling him, oh yeah, my kids at the book club would love that, would love to have one of those, but I think it was streaming. I don't know if there was a DVD for it. So, but it looks so much different than the cartoons that he and I grew up watching, because, you know, they weren't cel animation. It was all digital and computerized. So let's turn this thing on and see how it goes. Alright, it had different speeds, if I remember. I think it had flashing, on, off. You know, I like colored lights. I've always liked colored lights, so I'm going with the multi-light. And so I'm going to fluff it and then go find some ornaments. I'll be right back. Oh, and of course, as a child, being a child in the 80s and being heavily influenced by Jim Henson, Emmett Otter and Jug Band Christmas was a must see. Alright, I think it's sufficiently floofed. I'm looking through some of the stuff here from my other trees. Things I need to find. A small white tree, and so I've got a Christmas star. But I think because of the way this is designed, I can't put a lighted star on here, because I don't think there was an end cord, if I remember correctly, last year. So I either have to put this up this way on its own, or get an extension cord, which I do have, to put up. So let's try that, because I like to have something on the top of the tree, and that is not going to fit. Way too thick. Okay, So we can't put this topper on. I think I have another one somewhere. Tilt you up here to see it. You can quite see it there. It's kind of silly looking, but hey, do what you gotta do, right? I'm guessing my normal ornaments are in this for that tree. So I'm going to start with this. And I do have my 2 University of Tennessee ornaments over on that other tree. I forgot to put this in the little dog section that I made over there. So we'll set it here for now, and then it's going to go over there. Alright. Corgi. I think I clearly got him after Christmas, or I never put it on the tree last year, which is entirely possible. So, I think this was from Hobby Lobby. Santa dog. Another Corgi. Another, I didn't take the tag off. Yeah, I must have bought these after Christmas, or they didn't get put on last year, because I know I got frustrated, and I think I may have put these on and not not put ornaments on last year. I don't remember. This is just as a surprise to me as it is to you. Oh, this is a Nutcracker Corgi. I know I've mentioned before my mom liked Nutcrackers, and I remember buying this for her birthday one year. It's a very Corgmas tree here. This is Zero. I remember getting this from, I got this at Five Below last year. I don't know why I didn't take the tag. Like I said, I think I just gave up on putting ornaments on my Christmas tree last year, so that's probably why these are all just packed away. Zero. I'm not a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but Zero, dog, yeah, I am, I'm there. Okay, another blast from the past, Rodney the reindeer. I got him at a thrift store for 50 cents last year. Hallmark, and I believe these were from Burger King. I believe Burger King gave these out at a Happy Meal one year, when he was a thing. When Rodney was a thing. I got this last year. I know I got this last year before Christmas at a Hallmark shop nearby, and you put your dog's name on it, and I didn't have a marker to put, or a nice marker to put Roland's name on. I need scissors. So Rudolph's just going to have to go up with his price tag on him until I get scissors. I don't know where my scissors are. I also have over here in my Harry Potter section the ornament books that I also got at Five Below last year. And this is, I got the Sorcerer's Stone, I think Order of the Phoenix. I saw, I think the Prisoner of Azkaban is there this year, so I was going to run over and get one of those at some point. I took a little break for a sec, had a phone call, and while I was doing that, I went over and got my University of Tennessee alum ornaments. I don't remember seeing an email this year to get one, so I'm not sure if I'll have one for this year, but I really loved last year's. It was so nice. And then this was the year before, was a wooden cutout of Smokey the dog. So, it's kind of shaping up to be a dog tree. I've got Corgis and Tennessee Smokey. So I got an owl, a snowy owl. So Harry Potter's represented now. I got this at the Dollar Tree the year I lived in Zanesville, so it was 2022. I think it was 22. I saw it. It reminded me of Hedwig. That's why I got it. It was cheap. Now this little guy, I've mentioned him the last couple of times I've put up a Vlogmas. He is from, it says Roland. When I lived in Charleston, I was doing, one season I did roller derby photography, and the girls had a Christmas party, kind of like draw names, and the gal who got me, she got me this Corgi. It was at the mall. I think they had like personalize your own dog, and she knew my doggy's name, so she made Rolly and he's looking at me, he's like, "You're talking about me." He got his own personal ornament. So, let's see what else we got in here. This is like Christmas, because I don't know what, I don't remember what I wrapped up. And I'm seeing one that I didn't see, so I don't know where it is either. There's another Corgi with a sticker on it, so I don't know why all these still have their tags on them. I don't know what I was thinking. But there's one ornament I don't see in here. It must be in something else. It was a crocheted dog bone that I made last year for Roland, and I'm not seeing it. So if it's not here, it's either in another bag or I have to make even another one. This is heavy, guys. This one's heavy. So this is going to go on a lower branch, because I don't want, if it falls, I don't want it to fall too far. These I made the year I was doing Vlogmas in 22, I think it was. So 22. Yeah, because 23 I moved down here, and then last year, yeah. So these are called Scandinavian folding stars, and I did these with fabric. This is a Harry Potter fabric. You really can't see. You can kind of see the lightning bolts there. And then this is a Marshall University, which is my other school that I went to. And I had those, and I think I made quite a few other ones for them, I think. I know I made a couple of these Marshall ones, because I gave one to someone who was also a Marshall alum. Oh, I made a Star Wars one. I gave it to my friend Michael, because I had a bunch of little pieces of fabric left over from where I was making the masks during COVID. I was making the homemade masks, and I used some of that. So I am not seeing my crocheted bone from last year, so I've got to find that, or I could probably whip one up pretty quick to make a new one for this year. Different color. I'll make a different color, so if I do find it, Roland will have two. My tree so far. So thanks for stopping by, and I don't want to guarantee, I'm not guaranteeing what time I'm going to be posting another video, but I will do my best to post videos during Vlogmas for Christmas related stuff, but I'm also going to do a few other things like budgeting, preparing to buy a car, and just women living life over 50, single, and in general, those kind of things. So I hope you stick around and watch the next one. Thanks for watching. I forgot to mention that I put the skirt on as well.